The ranch is heading to Las Vegas for the National Finals Rodeo.
Hey guys, I've got some great news. Kyle Park, he is an internationally renowned Texas music singer and a whole lot of country music, and he is here today. We get to visit with him, and in fact, he had a great show last night at the Westgate. How are you, Kyle?
I'm doing fantastic. Good to be here.
Well, thank you for taking time to stop by the ranch booth. You like the digs, huh?
This is nice. Yeah, I can't wait to use the green screen, see what we got planned for that.
Oh, yes.
That's pretty fun looking.
We have fun backdrops. We got Fort Worth and we got Vegas. So
That's all you need?
Yeah. I mean, would you consider yourself a Vegas guy?
You know, I wouldn't, actually. I mean, in the sense of staying up late and having a good time, yes, but it's a lot going on. Even I wanted to tap out last night. I was done.
Yeah, that's
and I got to sleep in. This morning, I felt good to sleep in. That was the first thing I wanted to do.
Yeah, your eyes are remarkably clear
Well,
compared to
thank
some
you very
artists.
much. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. So last night you played at the Westgate, I know, and brought the house down. Boy,
Yeah.
that's a great venue.
Really cool theater show, a very attentive crowd, and there was some room to dance. Even there wasn't much room, but they found it.
That's
and they made it.
awesome.
And yeah, we played all the good songs, all the fun stuff, and today I have an acoustic show, a different set list, different feeling, you know, and same place.
Yeah, that's actually in the I Bar, the International Bar.
Yes.
And, yeah, that's more of an afternoon thing. That's going to be good as well. Now, you had a little bit of a struggle getting in yesterday. Did they lose your golf clubs?
Yes, I was in Arizona a couple of days prior, and so
Uh-huh.
I flew from there to here, and they lost my golf clubs
Oh.
and they got stuck going up the carousel, and that's I don't know what
Oh.
happened. They just got lodged and stuck, and they couldn't find them for an hour.
But they found
I
it.
found them, and I got here. Missed my interview with you yesterday, but we got it fixed today.
I noticed I had to put cucumbers on my eyes to get
yeah.
over the swelling from crying, but
Aw.
I am so glad that you made it today.
I've got bad luck. I'm telling you, in the past 5 flights, I've either been canceled flights or lost my bags in 5 flights in a row.
Well,
I know it's
You're
bad
just
luck.
lucky. You're just lucky.
Just lucky, I
so,
guess.
golf, I know, is a big deal to you. Are you better at golf or better at music?
I don't get paid to play golf, but
That's a good way to put it.
yeah, I sure love to play golf, though. Yeah.
It is a lot of fun. Well, I would ask you, what's new, Kyle? But you got a new single.
Yes.
You got a new album. Tell us about that.
I mean, so many things have happened. Well, first of all, new in the sense of my life. I got a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, which
yeah,
is
you're a new dad-ish, new-ish.
and that's the biggest news for me, really. But on top of that, a new album comes out January 12th called All Nighters that has the new songs Hill Country Home and A Broken Heart Like That, Me When I Drink, What You're Drinking Song, Rewind. All those songs have been out on the radio already.
Yeah.
Are on this new album coming out. I've just been putting out songs, the past few years to lead up to this album.
Well, we are loving playing you, as we always are. Now, you are a new-ish dad. Your oldest child is 3, and then you just had a 1-year-old.
Yes.
How has that... I've always found it interesting how when an artist has major life events, does that change the songwriting?
It does. I just haven't been writing as much since I've had the kids. And I used to also, I haven't been traveling to write as much. I like to co-write more than just solo write.
Okay.
And I haven't been traveling as much, so most of my writes have been like Zoom calls and just conference calls.
Yeah.
But on top of that, it definitely, getting married changed my writing more than I think, just because of just finding someone and just, I feel like when you're a single person, a lot of times you're writing about losing love and searching for it. And then when you're married, you found it. So it's happier songs. I do write deeper now than I used to as well.
Well, you're very introspective sometimes in your music. Do you ever write a song and think, oh my gosh, that is really exposing some secrets or some, different parts of me that I haven't necessarily shared? I can't share that.
Well, everything's the last part. I mean, absolutely, but that's kind of the best part of this song. It's like, it's sometimes I'm afraid, or I don't know how to, afraid's not the right word, don't know how to open up and say certain things, but I can through a song. And like, the best example is my song called Don't Forget Where You Come From. I lost my dad when I was a kid, and I did not talk about that for the first 15 years of my career. I just didn't want to. I didn't think it was necessary to share that kind of personal information with the crowd. But then when I wrote that song and started playing it and started telling that story, it became therapeutic, and now I can talk about my dad easier than I ever have because of that song.
Well, and I find that when people you love, you've lost them, it honors their memory. The
Absolutely.
more that you talk.
Celebrates
in
it. It
your
does.
case. Yeah.
It does.
I completely agree. So Speaking of your kids, I have heard that you have, and you may wonder the connection, but I've heard guitars referred to as people's children, and I know you got a bunch of guitars.
Well, I used to name guitars like just after girls' names, not for no reason. Like my first one was called Honey because I wrote 100 songs on it, and then one was called Beth because I bought it from a person named Beth.
Okay.
And then I forget the rest of them. I hadn't done it in a while though.
Are
That was
they
a long time
all
ago.
girls?
Well, yeah, they were all girls at the time.
So
but
you
yeah.
don't have like
I
Steve and
kind of
Bo?
quit doing that. Yeah, no, there's and I don't have as many guitars as I used to. I started selling guitars. Now I'm more into collecting pocket knives, I think, than I am guitars.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
you're in a good place to do some shopping at Cowboy Christmas. So when you've got all these different guitars, is it because you consider yourself a collector, or is it because of the different sound of each?
Both. I mean, I different guitars will influence me, inspire me to write different kinds of songs. Like a nylon string might want to just play something different, or some they're tuned differently. Yeah, and different sounds for sure. Also, in the recording sense, I like to play acoustic guitar on my records, and they all do sound a little bit different. And I just don't play electric guitar very often, and so I don't have any of those. They're mostly acoustics, and they speak to me differently. I don't know.
Yeah, that's interesting. Now, I know you used to live on a ranch. Are you still living out on a ranch?
Oh, I never lived on a ranch per se. I grew up on 10 acres when I was a kid, and I live on 30 now. But I never grew up on a ranch.
Okay. Well, in my world, that sounds like a ranch.
But I've lived in town too. I've lived in a duplex and a double wide, and I've all done, when I was in college. So.
Well, you've come to the city now. Talk to me
No
about your
kidding.
gambling. Have we tried that?
No, yeah, but I'm not a big gambler. I sound so boring. That's why, Vegas, quote, air quotes, not my thing, because I'm just too scared to gamble.
Well,
I don't like it.
Tyler Halverson said, you know what? I do my betting at the bar.
That's true. I want to save my money for the bar.
Yeah,
but I'll do some gambling. I like blackjack. I like Hold'em. I like some like video poker. But no, I mean, nothing. I won't be there all night. I'd rather go hang out and have a good time and listen to music.
Yeah. Well, what is a safe bet is if you go to a Kyle Park concert, you will be so. You see what I did there?
That was good. Pro.
I should be a DJ.
You should do this. Yeah.
So Kyle Park, though, is going to play tonight. Lucky us, backed by popular demand, even though they booked you months ago. Still, backed by anticipated popular demand. He is at the Westgate, place called the International Bar, or the iBar, if you're cool. And that starts at 4. Is that what you said?
Yes, ma'am.
All
Steve
right.
Helms plays before me at 3 o'clock, and then we're on at 4.
Well, I will see you at 4, and hopefully everybody else will. And thank you, Kyle. I know that it's a lot of walking to get here, especially after the walking you did yesterday at the airport. So thank you so much for making time
My
for
pleasure.
the ranch.
Anytime. Thank you very much, Melissa.